Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and you can see the green line, which is your daily mid-band, that has gone support, and it's gone support for the last couple of sessions. We're now testing the 9-day up at 37.87. We've traded as high as 92.25 overnight. Janet Yellen is making her first speech today as the nominee for Treasury Secretary. I think we're walking it up a bit on that. People have a general idea of what she's going to say, and none of it is bad for the market. Let's switch to the hourly chart. This gives you a little better idea of what we've been dealing with. So here's your daily mid-band, your 20-day. Tested Friday, tested Monday Globex, Sunday night basically. Both of them hold. Little choppy. It was a little bit of a, it was a pretty boring holiday session, and, they usually are. When they opened it back up around 6 p.m., you started to see the move above weekly pivot, and that continued to lift up into those 92s. Now, it's come off since then, and we traded basically on either side of the 9-day. So we'll have to see with the 9-day, with the hourly mid-band at 81 and rising, whether this area wants to hold here as a higher low, and we continue to lift back up. They would have to retake 38.05 if they're going to have a chance to take out 38.24. Or do we kind of stall out here? Do we come back and retest the weekly pivot in the light of day? If they do, then it's really important at that point. It's really important at that point for whichever side wins that battle on a weekly pivot retest. The bears need to break it and keep going. The bulls, if they can hold it and then make a higher high above 92, whether this all happens today or tomorrow as the week progresses, we've gone from a situation where we're going into yesterday saying, okay, well, are we buy dips or sell rallies based upon where we are with respect to the daily mid-band, one of the very basic tenets of trading the E-mini technically, okay? We absolutely remain buy dips. Look at that hourly chart, okay? Dips are bought, we head higher. If weekly pivot turns itself into a higher low relative to these two tests of the daily mid-band, then we all know how the movie ends. The bear dies. Again, okay? It's the same movie. Expecting a different ending is how people get themselves into trouble. Doesn't mean you can't be short. Doesn't mean it's never going to pull back a little bit. But it means those short trades are just that. They're trades. And the longs are a little more positional. You hold them a little more because that's the direction where price is heading to the upside. So we'll have to keep an eye on the 9-day. Keep an eye on hourly mid. Right in this area, you've got volume weighted average price at 86. Our proprietary moving average is locked up with the 5-minute mid-band right now at 89.25. So we'll see how this all plays together. But as far as how this price movement plays out over the course of the week, we're buy dips. We're buy dips until they can convert the green line. And remember what I've said for months. How do the bears become relevant? How do they become relevant? You pick two lines, okay? So the 9-day and weekly pivot, okay? Because they're the two highest lines. You close below them, okay? You close below them, and then you maintain them for an entire Globex. Well, they kind of did here. They closed below the two of them here. They maintained it for a holiday Globex, sort of. Well, not really. But they immediately have given it up. So you're not seeing anything but a bid in the overnight. If this was a full Globex session and they had stayed below weekly pivot, then they would have met that rule. They have not. They haven't. They just haven't. And it all gets borne out in price. Until the bears start converting levels on a closing basis and hold those levels for an entire session, you're going to continue to see these dips get bought. you're going to continue to see price lift. And if this next set of higher levels goes support, then we will challenge 3,800, 3,805, and ultimately 3,824 and change, unless the bears do something about it. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care. Trade them well. Come check out the room. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.